I love IPAs just as much as the next person. I've made the decision to stop brewing IPAs myself. Well, at least for a little while. Why are you going to stop brewing IPAs, you ask? Well, stick around and I'll tell you. Plus, I'm going to try kettle souring for the first time, so that should be fun. I'm making a Berliner Weisse. Well, let's get brewing. Hey, if this is your first time here, my name is Brian and this is Elementary Brewing, my channel all about beer and home brewing. I'm a big fan of all things beer. Not only do I enjoy home brewing and making beer myself, but I also enjoy drinking it. Lately, I've had a problem. Alright, here I am. I just pulled up to one of my favorite places in town. I don't know if you call it a liquor store or a bottle shop, but it's one of the best places to get beer in town. And I'm here specifically looking for a Berliner Weisse. Alright, let's go inside. I found some beer. I was able to find a Kolsch. I don't know, that one looked good. I was able to find a Kolsch, but sadly no Berliner Weisses. But I did find some IPAs that I want to try. That's exactly why I'm gonna stop brewing IPAs. It's not that I don't love IPAs. I really do enjoy IPAs. As a matter of fact, whenever I go to the store, I usually find some IPAs that I want to pick up and buy. So I end up having too many of them. But I can't find a Berliner Weisse for the life of me. So I'm just gonna brew the Berliner Weisse and I'll buy the IPAs, at least for a little while. Some of the other styles that I really want to brew that I just can't seem to find anywhere are Munich Dunkels, Munich Helles, Schwarzbiers, even Kolsch is hard to find. Let me know in the comments what hard to find styles you really like to drink, but just find it impossible to find at the store. All right, well, I got my beer. I'm gonna head back home. On the way, why don't you enjoy some brew day footage? I'll post a detailed recipe in the description box below, but you start off making this beer just like any other. Add water, adjust with salts, add grain, and mash at 149 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Sour beer by Good Belly Probiotics. The next step is where things change from a normal brew day. I did just a 15-minute boil, then cooled my wort to 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 C, and that's when I added my lactobacillus bacteria for the kettle souring process. I also used about 5 milliliters of lactic acid before adding the probiotics to bring the pH down to 4.5. Then, after I had sealed it up, I just let it sit for 24 hours. The next morning, I took a pH reading, and after just one full day, the pH had dropped to 3.37. Hey dude. When you're kettle souring, the process takes between 1 and 3 days. So part of this is maybe poor planning on my part, but it's been just a day, like a little shy of 24 hours actually. I was thinking it was gonna take much longer. My garage stayed around 85, 90 degrees. I had a little heating pad on it, so it stayed around 90 degrees in the kettle, but it's down to a 3.37 already in about 22, 23 hours. I'm done. I don't want it to get any more sour than that. I need to boil it. There's a lot going on today. So good thing I only need to boil for 15 minutes. I'm up early, so it's going. Boil it for 15 minutes, cool it back down, transfer it to a fermenter, rock and roll. I was also planning on making a starter with WLP 001 because I have some of that that I had saved from a previous starter. And I didn't do it last night. I thought I would kind of have time to do that this morning and just to kind of get that going before I was going to boil the beer, because I thought I was going to take a couple days to sour, but I didn't do that. So I'm going to switch it up and use US-05 Saf Ale, US-05, which I think is the same strain anyway. Any clean strain is going to work. And I'm also going to bitter this, or I don't know if I'm bittering. It's only a 15-minute boil at this point, but I am going to use Hallertauer Mittelfrüher since it's a Berliner Weisse, you know, a German beer. So I'm going to use a German hop at the 15-minute mark, about a half an ounce. From what I've been told and from what I read, you don't need much. So it's not about the hops in this beer, it's about the sour. Well, you've probably seen enough shots of me transferring beer into my Firmzilla, so after I chilled my wort down, that's what's going to happen next. I'm going to transfer my wort into my Firmzilla all-rounder. The neighbor's dogs are barking, and I hope that doesn't completely screw up this entire video. Just a lot going on. Get blueberry acai. I feel like the world is conspiring against making a video right now. My neighbor's dogs are barking. My alarm goes off on my phone. I mean, seriously? Jax, seriously. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Sour beers. They're totally barking. Shut up! It's times like these where I'm glad there's beer. I should just wait. All right, so yes, it is a new day. We're gonna try this again. As you can hear, or hopefully not hear, the neighbor's dog is not barking. Woohoo! I've got another full beer. Oh, okay, so aroma on this. You know, I didn't think that the Good Belly probiotic, I got the blueberry acai flavor. I did not think that that would come through in the final beer. I thought it would just ferment out, but I totally smell like blueberry acai. I totally smell it in there. You can smell that it's a sour beer, but there's also this really wonderful, like bready undertone under there. Probably, I'm guessing, from the wheat malt. Smells really good, really quaffable, right? It ended up 3%. On the flavor, I get, it's like juice. It's like blueberry acai juice with like a little tart bite. I don't know, I've had other sour beers. They taste a lot more sour. You get the initial pucker up front, kind of feel it on the sides of your tongue, and then it kind of goes away and you're left with that white bread. It's kind of what I smell from the wheat malt. It's really good, and then it just kind of goes away and fades away. 3% alcohol. It is really good. It's really good. A very drinkable beer. It is 95 degrees here right now. It's 95 outside. I don't know, it's about 7:30, I think. We've been spending a lot of time outside with baseball and things like that. I've been just coming home and feeling like dehydrated, so I've been just drinking a lot of water and a lot of fluids. Haven't been drinking a ton of beer, but when I have one of these, you know, at 3%, it really goes down smooth, and it leaves you wanting to go back and drink more. Flavor wise, you don't get any alcohol. I don't get any yeast character. I just get that sour, and I wouldn't even call it sour. I would call it more tart. And I believe for a Berliner Weisse, tart is kind of what you're going for. Anyway, it's really good. I can go back and get another one of these easily. Super drinkable. Very crushable. I don't feel weighed down and super heavy after having one. It's not overly sour. Really pleasant. If you guys have made it this far, I appreciate everything. Thanks for watching. Cheers to you guys. I know I haven't been posting as frequently. I thought I would be able to do more over the summer, and it turns out that I'm like even busier now, but I really enjoy making videos. I love getting videos out. I enjoy the comments and interacting with you guys in the comments. So thank you to everybody for watching. Cheers. And I hope you guys are staying cool. But you can hear Jack's drinking in the pool. He's the only one making noise tonight, which is really good. And there's a few flies out here, which are bugging me. Whatever. It's alright. Much more pleasant evening without the dogs barking. Hopefully you agree. But